Good morning. This person on the iPhone, what's your name? The gentleman on the iPhone.
Good morning, Mr. Fikens. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mr. Reed. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
I can hear you. I can see you.
that's 2 out of 2. That's thanks.
On time.
So Michigan State's playing Wednesday. I think.
USC.
Yeah. Michigan is going to try to get to Madison Square Gardens.
NIT.
Yes, sir. They're going to be playing Toledo, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's about what I said.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving today as your presiding judge. On this morning, we have 2 formal hearings that are scheduled for 8:30 a.m. And Ms. Mack, has anyone checked in on those formal hearings?
Not yet, Judge.
All right, wonderful. We'll start off this morning by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record, please.
Yes. Thank you, Judge. And good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients. Thank you. Good morning again. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Good morning to you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted.
Thank you.
Good morning in the courtroom, Officer Lott, Ms. Mack. Good morning to both of you.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, ma'am.
All right, and then Ms. Wilson, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
All right, our specialty court docket is scheduled to start at 8:45 a.m. And so, Ms. Wilson, once everybody gets into the courtroom, we're going to do our video on this morning. And so I'll come back. Ms. Mack will let me know when someone has checked in for our 8:30 formal hearings. Please make sure that they are identified. And Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I know you'll get with them or if there's retained counsel. Ms. Mack will let me know when they're ready to go.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you all. Did I have any case managers on already? They shouldn't be.
Thought Miss
No.
Harris was, but she's not visual.
All right. That's okay.
I'm
All right. Okay. Good morning, Ms. Harris. You can place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris with the Specialty Courts. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Harris. All right. We'll be back for the 8:45 specialty court docket. Thank you.
The device that says Jeremy, what's your full name?
Jeremy Allen.
You have a case today with Judge Holmes?
Yes.
I don't see Mr. Allen on my docket, Ms. Wilson.
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
you've been moved to courtroom 533 and it's scheduled for 1:30 tomorrow.
I had two of them. It was one for tomorrow, one for today. It's 8:30 a.m. for Holmes S.
It's been scheduled for tomorrow at 1:30.
So both of them are for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You said what was the courtroom number?
533.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Hintz, are you outside?
No,
Do you have a hat on?
not anymore.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. If I can have your attention, if you could all turn on your cameras. Mr. Williams and Miss Milton, we're waiting on you. Miss Toya Milton, can you turn your camera on, please? Okay, I'm about to show a video that the judge wants me to show. And at the end, she wants you to give your input on it. So if you could pay attention, please, we'd appreciate it. It's about 7 minutes long. Thank you.
My son, Ryan Matthew Garcia, was poisoned by fentanyl. He was so amazing. He was the sweetest kid ever. You know, when he was little, we had, we used to tell each other, I love you more. I love you to the stars. I love you, to the moon. And one day he said, Mom, I love you in a circle. I said, a circle? He said, a circle never ends. After his passing, you go through all your pictures. And I started seeing, since he was younger, him wearing crowns. Like he would pick up a Burger King crown, or we'll be at a quinceañera, and you know how they have the photo shoots, and he would always pick the crown up. And it was always a crown. Anywhere that he would see a crown, he would put it on, and he'd be like, I'm King Ryan.
It was a joke, Tyrone. He made that name for himself. He said I was his black uncle, so he had a black name. He was just a man of many characters, so that was a joke for him. He was a jokester.
He was very fun to be around, like all the time. He knew how to make me laugh, and he knew how to even like make me mad, because he would come in my room and leave, but leave the door open and leave the light on. And everybody knew that like I hated that, but he would always do it.
He was funny. He just lit up the room every time he walked in. Everyone, Billy's here, Billy's here, Billy, Billy. We were always just so happy to see him.
I told my girl I saw him from a different light because I came in his life later, so I saw the young man, not the kid. He was strong, He would come to me, and because I coach youth sports, and he said he wanted to play football. And the one thing I always remember, I said, well, hey, you're going to be a freshman this year. Go play football. But me playing sports, now would be the hardest thing to do, to go off, walk on the field for the first time without a parent taking you, without a parent dropping you off, and have the courage to go do it knowing you may fail horribly. But he did. He went and joined the team, and he got to practice on time. He had some woes. He had an uphill battle, but he did it.
Had everything going for him. He would always talk about his job. When he would come over, my son would just follow him around. Just looked up to him. He was excited to graduate.
He's just full of life and had so much more life to give, and so much more love to share with everybody.
I was in bed, and it was at 2:30 in the morning, and I've never done this ever. I woke up my man, and I told him, babe, I was like, something's going on. Can I get a prayer at 2:30 in the morning?
It being 2 in the morning is a quick prayer, A couple words thrown together, and we lay back down. And she's like, no. I need something to cover the kids. And so I said something about our kids, I wasn't thinking about anything else.
He gave me a prayer for protection of our kids, and I went right back to sleep. And about
30 minutes later at 3 o'clock in the morning, they were waking me up and they told me that Billy had passed.
My older brother called me around 2:30 in the morning, and he couldn't speak. Like, I just answered, I was like, hello, and like he was just crying and crying. And I was like, Bubba, like, talk to me, what's going on? And his girlfriend had to take the phone from him, and she was like, baby Billy is not breathing. And it just shattered my heart.
He took a Percocet that he didn't know had fentanyl in it. And February 11th, I got a call that he wasn't breathing. And all I remember is from that screaming, if they let me hug him, he'll come back to life. I don't really remember getting there to him. I don't really remember. I just remember screaming.
The morning of his passing, he was supposed to get his braces off. And that same day, he was supposed to also have an appointment to get his driver's license. So that big day was a very big day for him. And so he had a lot going for him. He did graduate. He did have his credits and all those things, and his sister was able to walk the stage for him, which we were that's a whole nother emotion and feeling, but we were proud of her for doing it. She's young, and you know, she stepped up and had to fill some big shoes for her brother that day. And that was really, really hard for us as a family. You know, I think while we were there, we were kind of wanting to second guess if we should have went, because, you know, you see everyone in these chairs, and, you know, you have his picture in his chair with his robe wrapped around him.
Life is a legacy, and I think he fulfilled it. You know, he was somebody that had a job. He's somebody that helped raise his sister. He's somebody that cared for his mother. You know, he's somebody that, you know, spoke on faith to his cousins. You know, he did a lot of things that grown men don't do. And so I think he lived a legacy, you know, maybe not 30 years, 80 years, but in a short time, he had a legacy.
If you know something, definitely say something, because I knew that he had taken Percocets like 2 weeks before he passed, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to like be mad at me, and I didn't want him to hate me or like just anything. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't want to say anything, but all it takes is one pill, and I should have said something.
It's the hardest thing to live without my son.
I've learned this is one of the hardest things that our family has had to do. I've learned that I absolutely hate the word overdose, because he didn't overdose. He didn't take something that he wanted. He was poisoned.
Thank you so much for your attention. Judge Holmes will be on shortly. Thank you. Mr. Burnett.
What's up? Mr. Rouse, the one you emailed?
If the attorney, you need to check in with the clerk. I'll put the
That's what I
number.
was trying to get consent calendar. Got it. And then change it.
If I can somehow reconvince them tomorrow.
Yeah. Here.
It's okay. You're on. All right, good morning, everyone. You all have had the opportunity to watch the video. And so I want to get some feedback from you. What were your takeaways? I'm going to start with you, Miss Messer. What'd you get from the video? Unmute for me. There you go.
It's sad. I don't want to go through that ever.
Okay.
And I
You don't want to go through what?
Losing somebody to an addiction.
Yeah. And what about if you were lost to one?
It'd be really hard for my family.
Yes, it would be extremely hard for your family, right? And you
Yeah.
look at the aftermath of the people left behind. Yes. All right. Thank you, Miss Messer. Let me go to who else? Mr. Wartell, I see you. What did you get out of the video, Mr. Wartell?
Well, kind of like what Ms. Messer was saying is just very sad and depressing for a family to have to go through that. And, you know, you can look at it and kind of see yourself in their shoes, just being the family, and or also being the addict. And it's truly heartbreaking, to be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's heartbreaking. All right, I want to hear some other things about what you all saw in the movie. Thank you, Mr. Wartell. Let's go to Mr. Hintz. Mr. Hintz, what did you get out of the video?
It was hard. It was hard to watch.
What part of it was hard?
It was hard to watch, and I'm certain it was hard for the family. You know, to have to bury someone so young due to a mistaken drug.
A mistaken drug. There you go. You brought up a new point. Mistaken. Tell me what you mean by mistaken.
It was laced with the fentanyl. I mean, but evidently they can put fentanyl on everything now. So, I mean, you got to be cautious about everything. So it's better just not to use it.
There you go. Did he know he was getting fentanyl?
Not at all.
Not at all. He had no idea that he was getting fentanyl. Thank you, Mr. Hintz. Come on, Kevin Brown, tell me, what did you get out of the video? Mr. Brown? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, what'd you get out of the video, Mr. Brown?
It was just sad and heartbreaking that the family had to go through that.
What? Go through what? Y'all gotta tell me what y'all saw in this video, or y'all gonna have to watch it again. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so what'd you get out the video? It was sad, it was hard. What was sad? What was hard about it? Did you see the video, Mr.
He was
Brown?
taking the wrong drugs and ended up overdosing off of the wrong drug.
And ended up overdosing off of the wrong drug. All right, y'all know some of y'all gonna have to rewatch this video. Y'all wasn't paying attention. Come on, Miss Milton, tell me, what'd you get out of the video?
I found it to be very informative. Number one, because I didn't know that like the other person said about the fact that a Percocet was laced with fentanyl. I didn't know that's what people were doing out here. So that was informative. I mean, it's also just heartbreaking for a mother, a family, a sister, a brother. The whole panel of the family spoke about the loss of their sibling, their child. So, it also makes you look back and think, if you want to consume something like that, there's a strong there's a strong possibility that it could be laced, and like at the end of the video, it said, one pill can kill. That was informative to me, and I thought it was really good. I mean, it was informative. Of course, it was sad. It was heartbreaking, but if anything, to me, it was informative. I got something from it.
There you go. Thank you, Miss Milton. Thank you. Mr. Williams, what'd you get out of the video? Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. What I got from the video was, yeah, like everyone was saying, it was pretty sad, but like I think it was his mom that said that he only took one pill, and the one pill, took him out of there. But that's just it's really sad, but it's crazy how they can put that stuff in the everything, and you don't really know what you're getting, when you buy things or that's not prescribed, from your doctor or nothing like that. So like when purchasing things out here in the streets, you're taking a chance. It's sad to say it like that, but you are, because you don't know exactly what's in there like that. But
There
yeah,
you go.
it was pretty sad. Pretty sad. One pill took him out, and he was so young.
Yes. One pill. You said some very important things. One pill. You're out in buying stuff out in the streets. You don't know what you're getting. That's not just for pills. That's for everything.
Yeah.
Marijuana. You don't
Yep.
know what you're getting. You're getting
Yep.
whatever they tell you you're getting, but you don't know.
Right.
And so you brought up some really good points, Mr. Williams. Thank you. Thank you. And
Okay.
so for everybody who saw the video, and before it's over, everybody will see it. And then if you weren't able to really tell me anything about the video, you're gonna see it again. And I'm gonna release the folks who were able to tell me about the video, and you will have to stay and see it again, your next court hearing. And so the reason I want you all to see the video, a couple of things that went on in there. Number one, he had a cousin that knew that he had taken a Percocet from somebody the week before, and yet she didn't say anything. Can you imagine how she felt the following week or a few days later? Now her relative is dead, and she could have said something. So if you know someone that's using prescription drugs, it's still drugs, not prescribed by their doctor, say something, reach out and get them some help. And then the other thing is that, and Mr. Williams, you all hit on it, Ms. Milton, you don't know what you're getting out here in these streets. We were taught as kids, don't take other people's medication. And so it really applies today. You cannot take medication from other people. Go see your doctor. He thought he was getting something to relax himself, a Percocet, and he got something that took him out of here. And then the third thing I want you to take from that video is when you make a decision, you don't make a decision just for you. You make a decision for everybody who's going to be left behind. Your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, nephews, your cousins, your neighbors. And think about the hurt and the pain that it causes. I hope that you were able to see that in the video, the hurt and the pain that they are still sorting through with respect to the loss of their loved one, having to go to his graduation, and he's not there. Only a picture of him. He had so many wonderful things on the horizon for him, and now he's gone. Think about the people that you leave behind who have to continue to live on with that hurt and that pain and that grief. And so I want you all to give some thought to that, and hopefully it'll help you. Hopefully you'll remember it as you're going through your day-to-day activities. All right. With that, thank you all for your feedback. With that, I'm going to have Mr. Yancey place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
Let's get everybody else that's already placed their appearance on the record earlier. Let's get going. I am ready on, I want to get Mr. Brown because I know he's at work. Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you working a different shift now?
Yeah.
What's your new shift?
From 5 to 3:30, 5 a.m. to 3:30.
All right. Very good. Very good. I hope that that's better for you. Let me place your case number on the record. Case number Z8082201. State your full name, Mr. Brown.
Kevin Brown.
All right. Very good. How have things been going with you, sir?
Things been going pretty good. Trying to
Okay,
stay
I need you to
focused.
put your face in that video so I can see you.
so I can know things are going good. There you are. All right, Mr. Brown, you're working hard.
Yeah.
You are. All right. Are you still working your program and committed to working your program? I think we have a delay.
Yes,
All right. All right, Mr. Brown, I know you've got to get to work. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Next time we have to get a better connection, okay? All
Okay.
right. Mr. Yancey, is Mr. Brown having any issues?
No, Your Honor, I did actually talk to him yesterday on his off day. We talked extensively, and he's doing fine. He's as you can see, he has a new shift, so he's hanging in there, and he's not having any issues at this time.
All right, very good. He's in compliance with all the terms and conditions of the program?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. Mr. Brown is in phase 2?
Your Honor, I have him in phase 3.
In phase 3, I'm updating my file. Thank you so much. It just hasn't been updated. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Anything from the other team members as to Mr. Brown?
Yes, just keep up good work, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
And good work, sir. I join Mr. Reed in saying congratulations to you.
All right, thank you.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Brown on April 3rd of this year at 10:35.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Leave and go to work. Take good care of yourself, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, bye-bye. I'm going to go to Ashley Richardson. I have from Ms. Richardson, SP 110-329-71, SP 116-18892, Z 806-9551. Ms. Richardson, state your full name for the record.
Ashley Nicole Richardson.
All right, how are you this morning, Ms. Richardson?
I'm doing good.
All right, very good. Work is going well?
Yes.
How are those babies doing?
They're doing good.
They're doing good? All right, Ms. Richardson, have you been having any challenges, any obstacles to overcome since the last time I've seen you? Ms. Richardson, did you hear my question?
No, I said, no, everything's good.
Everything is good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Can you give me 1 second? I have to go through the metal detector.
Okay, well, Ms. Richardson. I don't know that we wanted this to be a part of our learning experience this morning. I know she at work. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we enjoyed that experience. All right, you made it through the metal detector. All right. Miss Richardson, tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
To stay focused on doing what I gotta do to finish this program.
Okay, and hopefully you're learning something while you're focusing on finishing, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, any issues for Miss Richardson this morning?
No, Your Honor, no issues this morning, Your Honor.
And is she in compliance with the terms and conditions of the program?
She is, Your Honor. She is compliant.
All right. And I have Miss Richardson in phase 2. Is she, do I have that correct?
Yes, phase 2 of a 3-phase program.
All right, very good. She should be well on her way, right?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, awesome. And I know you've had those discussions with her about completion of phase 2. And so let's get a new date for Miss Richardson.
Yes, Your Honor. We're gonna I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Ms. Richardson also on April 3rd of this year at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Richardson? I don't know, we have a good connection. So if you could just let her know that,
Yes,
and just let her know we're here if she needs us, okay?
I will, Your Honor.
All right, very good. You're free to leave, Ms. Richardson. I'm now going to go to Ms. Milton. I have for Ms. Milton, Z800-982 and Z808-1261. Ms. Milton, state your full name for me.
Good morning, Toye Milton.
All right, good morning, Ms. Milton. How are you doing today, Ms. Milton?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you.
All right, how's that baby?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He's
Getting big
good?
and getting ready to age out of his early Head Start, going into Head Start. So he'll be starting Head Start in the
Oh my
fall.
goodness.
Yeah, he'll
Seems
be
like
3
he
in
just
June.
got here. Oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
he's growing up. Yep, and he has to change centers to the location he's currently at because they don't offer Head Start. So he'll be transferring to a whole nother school. So we got to get ready for another transition.
Oh, okay. All right, and you have to get ready for another transition, right?
Always, every day is a transition, Your Honor.
Yes, yes, I understand it. I promise you I do. All right, Miss Milton, what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
Let's see. We just did the 1 year anniversary of my brother's death. That was
How did you
on.
do?
It was hard. It was very extremely hard. My mother and I, we kind of did a self-isolation. We ended up just checking into a hotel room, just me and her collectively, because we are such a small family, me, her, and my son. My brother was really more the matriarch of the family, so it was really tough on her. I have to support her emotionally. And in every avenue, I have to support my mother. This has been a very challenging role for me because my brother was 7 years older than me. So I'm kind of used to him taking the reins. So now it's a matter of me having to completely step up in all areas, in all avenues. So I'm just doing my best to try to support my mother, myself, and also just, again, being a new mom, even though he'll be 3, is still every day is a challenge. So I'm just trying to get through the challenges expeditiously and just really just trying to find a balance with things. So that's been my update since you last seen me.
All right, very good. And it looks like you are doing a good job because I've not gotten any information about any issues that you're having. So it looks like you have found that balance.
I am trying. It's a work in progress, Your Honor, and I'm really trying to work this program to my best ability, and I'm just trying to stay positive. In the beginning, you know how I was. I was
Yes,
a little bit verbally insubordinate to things, and also in denial about some stuff. So, everything has come full circle. So I'm just trying to finish out the program strong and just still maintain my sanity in the process.
Yes, yes. All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
I do. When I started the program, I was tested for marijuana because obviously there was marijuana in my system when I first started the program. I've been free of marijuana for quite a few months now, and I was just curious if there's a possibility that I can just be tested for just alcohol only, because I know I still do tests twice a week. But that's just a question you asked me, and I
know, and I appreciate that because someone else may have that question too. There are standards for the program. We have to test for everything, okay? To make sure that we don't have people transferring from one thing to another. So we have to, it's required. So I couldn't change that if I wanted to.
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So, but that was a good question, and somebody else may actually have that question. How about that?
Yeah, maybe helping out somebody, probably.
There you go. There you go. Do you have any questions? Any other questions for us?
No, not at this time. No, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Yancey, is Ms. Milton in compliance with everything?
Yes, Your Honor, she's working hard.
All right, very good. I have her in phase 3. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Very good. If nothing else, anything from any of the other team members as to Ms. Milton?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, good report. You're working the program. We know it's not easy. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Thank you. Be safe.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Miss Milton, when you said that about how you had a different attitude when you came in, I was thinking about you and thinking about how much you've changed and how great it looks on you and what a wonderful person you are. So keep up the great work, ma'am.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome, Mr. Yancey. What's next for Ms. Milton?
Yes, Your Honor, we want to have a face-to-face on April 3rd, Your Honor, at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Ms. Milton?
Yep, the third face-to-face at 10:35. I'm writing it down right now. Put it in my calendar.
Yes, ma'am. All right, very good. If nothing else, I am going to release you. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. You too.
Hang in there, very proud of you and your ability to balance. There's a lot to balance.
I appreciate that. And thank you again, Mr.
Yes,
Yancey, and all the other counselors. Appreciate you.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. All right, I am going to now go to phase 3, and I have Ms. Messer. I have case numbers U418-08717, Z808-2891, and 19399-3231. Ms. Messer, unmute and state your full name, please.
Crystal Lynn Messer.
All right, Ms. Messer, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Judge?
I am doing very well. How's your daughter?
She's doing well.
Doing well?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you're
Very well.
breaking up. I can't hear you. Say,
She's a handful, but she's doing very well.
all right, she's a handful.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a good handful, right?
Yeah, my toes, yes.
That's good. That's good. All right. How are you doing with working on you?
I'm doing well. Working the program. Still going to counseling and still taking my medication for my depression and anxiety. So that's good. And it's working really well for me. I've been staying on track and doing everything I need to do. I'm doing my drug screens twice a week. I think I'm doing really well.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do you need us to help you with?
Nothing right now. I'm doing really well.
Okay, the job is still going well.
Oh yeah.
All right, very good. Very good. No issues, no concerns?
No.
All right, Mr. Yancey, I have Ms. Messer in phase 3. Is she in compliance with the court's orders?
Totally in compliant, Your Honor. She's doing really
Good.
well.
All right, awesome. Anything else from any of the other team members?
Yes, thank you. Good report, Messer. You're working the program. Keep up the work. Proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Reed, we can't understand you this morning. You're skipping around.
I'm gonna zoom out and zoom back in. Thank you, Judge.
Well, now we can hear you good, but okay. All right.
And
Go ahead,
Judge,
Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Judge. While we wait for Mr. Reed, no, Ms. Messer, you're doing a great job. You have everything on track, it seems. You put in the hard work and you've done the job. So keep it up, young lady. You're doing great.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Messer, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I don't.
All right, what's next for Ms. Messer, Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Miss Messer on April 3rd at 10:35.
Awesome. Did you get that, Miss Messer?
Yes, I did.
All right, very good. I hope you have a great week, okay?
You too. Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I am going to go to Jarrell Hintz. I have for Mr. Hintz, it's so good to see you in live and in color. All right. I have case number Z 808-1781. Mr. Hintz, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm well, and yourself?
I am doing very well. Mr. Hintz, you've been taking good care of yourself?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Tell me what you've been doing.
I've been making it to my screens. I've been working, so that's good. Good. I got some fortunate news last night. My mom shared with me that she talked to Emma, which is my daughter that the mom won't let me see. But that's another story. But I mean, that was good news. Yeah,
Okay.
just working the program.
All right, very good, very good. Do you see a change in yourself, Mr. Hintz?
I do.
Is something you can share that's changed?
For one, my attitude. I had a real bad disposition about a lot of stuff. Now my outlook is just optimistic. My eating habits, they've changed. And just having more energy.
Look at you. I love it. I love it. All right, very good. Is there anything you're having difficulties with that we can help you with?
Not at the moment.
No?
Not at the moment.
All right. All right, you are in phase 3, is that correct?
That is.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, anything as to Mr. Hintz?
Mr. Hensey's doing well. Got some, finally has some employment that he's happy with. So things are turning around in a good way for Mr. Hintz. He's in compliance with what we need him to do and doing some extra stuff that's helping himself. So he's doing well.
All right, very good. And he's all in compliance. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Hintz?
John, I'd like to add that Mr. Hintz, you're doing a great job because you're putting it all together, work and your home life, everything's coming together. And it's because of the hard work you put into it, sir. So keep up the great work. We're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Mr. Hintz, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
I guess I can call Mr. Yancey about it. It was about me actually obtaining a license because I recently became my mom's home health caregiver, and like I would have to transport her around and stuff like that. He had told me as long as I didn't have more than one DUI on my license that I should be able to go ahead and get it. And I just wanted to know if there was any progress with that, but I guess I'll call him and figure out.
Okay. Well, I want to ask because I have in my notes that your license was suspended for a year and you've been with us not quite a year. So Mr. Fikens or Ms. Yancey, do you have any information with respect to his driver's license?
Judge, if we could be sent an SOS from your court, Mr. Reed and I can look at it. We have no independent knowledge right now.
All right, Ms. Mack, can you send an SOS for Jarrell Hintz to Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens? Mr. Hintz, if you have a moment to stick around, I'd like you to go in a breakout room and speak with them. Because listen, I don't want you driving without a license. You get stopped, you get a ticket, you probably gonna go to jail in here because you're in problem solving court. And we can't be helping you with problems and you're out there creating more problems. You must have a license, a valid license to operate a motor vehicle in the state of Michigan. So can you stick around for a minute?
Yes.
All right, so we can get you squared away. Thank you for sharing that information. I appreciate it. Ms. Mack is sending that SOS over, Mr. Fikens, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right, Mr. Yancey, if nothing else for Mr. Hintz, what's next?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Mr. Hintz on April 3rd at 10:35.
All right, Mr. Hintz, did you get that?
Putting it in my notes now.
All right, very good. And then Mr. Reader, Mr. Fikens, once you all go in that breakout room with Mr. Hintz, I do want to know what you all told him, not what you told him, but what he needs to do, or if there's anything he needs to do. So Ms. Wilson, if you could send them into a breakout room, then you can release Mr. Hintz. I just want to make sure he's on track to get that license.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. You can place Mr. Hintz and Mr. Fikens. Would it be you going in that breakout room?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Okay, Mr. Hintz, I'll see you next time, okay?
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care. All right, let's go to Mr. Wartell. Did you have traffic matters, right?
Yes, just a couple.
Okay, all right. I'll do Mr. Wartell and then I'll go to those. Mr. Wartell, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm doing very good.
That's good. That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have 200-589-1801. State your full name.
Garrett Rudolph Wartell.
All right, Mr. Wartell, what's been going on with you since the last time I've seen you?
Positive things. I got a new job that I'm actually starting on Wednesday this week. So that's gonna
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that. It's been a little bit. And it's in the construction industry or construction field, but working as, electrician, underneath a couple master electricians. So we're going to start that up and, see where that kind of takes me. And then there's a couple other programs too that Detroit offers. If I really want to take it away with the electrical stuff, but we're just going to start here and start small.
Okay.
Other than that, I also got some hours of community service in over the weekend, so that was positive, and that was at the ACC, which is what I was doing before, but did some stuff with them. So I got to turn in some hours to Mr. Yancey, so we can get the rest of this dealt with.
All right. Very good. Now, you taking good care of yourself, Mr. Wartell?
Yeah, I am. Since we last spoke, I went through all my antibiotics, and health is the number one priority because you can't do anything if you're not healthy or keeping track of where you should be physically. So definitely taking care of myself on that front. I'm going to see my doctors and whatnot and keeping up with their plan for me. So
all right, very good, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with, Mr. Wartell?
At the moment, no, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Wartell in compliance?
He's in compliance, Your Honor. He's in full compliance. He's in and he's in phase 3 of a 3-phase program. You've allowed him to do some extra community service, which he spoke of. And Mr. Wartell, we need to talk tomorrow just so I can get your new work schedule. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Other than that, Your Honor, Mr. Wartell, he's in full compliance.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, anything for Mr. Wartell?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Wartell, good report. You're working the program. Take care of yourself. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Good attitude also. I hope you can hear me. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Wortel, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Mr. Wortel on April 10th of this year at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Wortel?
I did.
All right, you and Mr. Yancey talk about it. Looks like you should be almost there. So you all have some conversation on what's left over, okay?
All righty.
All right, thank you. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself, okay?
Thank
you. All right, bye-bye. I need to do Daryl Williams, and then I'll go to my traffic matters. I did come on at 8:30 and call those traffic matters. Nobody was here. I'm ready on Daryl Williams, case number 21001102, 21001103, 2021001110, counts 2 and 3. Mr. Williams, state your full name, please.
Daryl Williams.
All right, how are you this morning, Mr. Williams?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing really well. You on track working your program?
I am. I actually am.
You are.
And yeah, like proud of myself.
You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too. Tell me why you proud of yourself.
Just because in the beginning it didn't start off like this. It was kind of hard. Like I said, you get used to doing certain things, it become a habit. So to just break the habit, you know, you might stumble here and there or whatever, but for the most part, I got everything under control. Now I still have thoughts creep into my mind, but it's
Okay.
that's all it is just thoughts, because I have to be out here for the kids, for my kids, and just seeing them every day and being able to do stuff with them is way more valuable than hanging out and kicking it, you know, and doing things I don't have no business doing. But that's my main motivation right there. But
As it
it's
should be. Mm-hmm.
everything is good
Go
though.
ahead. All right. I love to hear that your kids are motivation for you, as they should be. They need you around to assist, to make good decisions for them, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
All
yesterday
right.
we had went out to dinner, and my 1-year-old, she know her ABC, she can count up to 15, she know her shapes and colors. She was putting this little puzzle with the hexagon and squares and circles. She was saying hexagon, and I'm looking at her like, wow. Like
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
normal really for a 1-year-old to be talking like that and to know all of the different things. So that's very motivating.
Yes, sir. And so, you know, if she's already doing that at 1, she is watching you, Dad.
Yeah,
And so you want to make some good moves, because you will learn, you're young, but you will learn our kids are more likely to do what they see us do and not
right,
what we tell them to do.
right.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. You're doing it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I'm sure that you've noticed some change about yourself, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
And
Like
anything you can share?
just my mindset, my attitude, um, it's a lot clearer. You know, it's not like being lazy or putting stuff on the back burner like you normally would, like, you know, something that may only take 5, 10, 15 minutes. Normally you're like, all right, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. And that turns into days, sometimes weeks. Just a little small gesture, but now it's like I don't have no reason not to knock it out. Like I said, 10, 15 minutes, or even if it take an hour or whatever, just do it.
There you go. Very good. Very good. All right. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No questions. I think I'm pretty good, pretty solid. We got everything,
Pretty
you know,
good.
yeah.
All right. Awesome. All right, Ms. Harris, is Mr. Williams in compliance with the terms and conditions of the program?
Yes, Your Honor, he is in compliance. He's doing well. I don't know, I sent you a chat over about him, as well as an email. So if you had a moment to maybe look at that, is something we wanted to discuss today.
Yes, and we need to discuss the travel request in
Yes.
staffing. Be prepared to present your client, what your recommendation is and why. And you can get an answer to him even when we're not in court. So we'll be staffing today and bring that to the team, please.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good. All right. If anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Williams.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Williams, you're doing a great job. You should be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. We know what you're doing is not easy, but you're doing everything we asked of you. Keep up the good work, sir. Take care of yourself. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
It's my case, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Ms. Harris. What's
No,
next?
that's fine. I just didn't want Mr. Yancey to be like, what? So currently I wanted to have him come back for a hearing with you on Monday, April the 3rd.
Today is the 13th and he's in phase 2.
He is, Your Honor.
Is there a problem with the 3rd? No. Okay, so let's do April 3rd, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m. Okay, Mr. Williams?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, thank you. Okay, I have a few matters that I want to go back to for regular traffic. And so I'm going to start with, is Mr. Welker's attorney on?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go to Mr. Welker's matter. I have case number U582-34220. Counsel, your appearance.
Thank you, Judge. For the record, Jonathan Biernat on behalf of Mr. Welker.
Thank you, Mr. Welker. Can you unmute, please, and state your full name for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. State your name.
Dylan Welker.
All right, thank you. Mr. Counsel, what do you have for your client?
Your Honor, I did speak to the prosecutor, Miss Rogers, in this matter. She did indicate that the people were recommending that this be taken under advisement. I don't know if there is a plea in the file.
Counsel, I do have the plea. Did I send your client out for testing?
He came in, I believe he came in after the arraignment last week and tested.
All right, and he was all set. All right, very good. I do have the recommendation from the prosecutor indicating that your client pleads guilty to the charge, that it would be pursuant to a delayed sentence, and the charge would be amended to disorderly conduct. Is that your understanding, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Welker?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed by establishing your client's constitutional rights, that he understands them and that he's freely and voluntarily giving up those rights in order to take advantage of the people's offer. You may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Welker, you understand that you have a right to be presumed innocent in this matter, that you have a right to remain silent and anything you say can be used against you, that you have a right to a trial. At that trial, you could call witnesses, be a witness yourself, or again, remain silent. And you have the right to counsel, and if you can't afford counsel, the court may appoint counsel for you. And you're agreeing to waive these rights and plea today, is that correct?
Yeah, yes.
All right, thank you, counsel. You may proceed as to the factual basis.
Mr. Welker, on the date in question, were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you had created a disturbance and or you were disorderly at that time?
Counsel, he has to plead to the charge that as stated, and then I'll amend it.
Judge, I apologize. The original charge was the
Narcotic and drug related violation.
okay.
Yes.
Mr. Welker, the date and time, the date in question, you were in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And you were in possession of narcotics, is that correct?
Yes.
And you didn't have a prescription for those narcotics?
Correct.
All right, counsel, you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to disorderly conduct. I'm following the sentencing recommendation for a 3-month delayed sentence. As long as you comply with the court's orders and you don't get any additional tickets, then on June 13th, 2023, your matter will be dismissed. Counsel, anything before I continue with sentencing?
Your Honor, Mr. Welker is currently on probation with the 16th Circuit Court. He is in stage 4 or phase 4 of the mental health court treatment there, and he's set to graduate. He's done quite well, and we are very thankful to you and to your staff for facilitating this matter, and we're hopeful that Mr. Welker can complete any terms of probation and complete this as well as his other matter without issue.
All right, counsel, do they have him testing with the other court?
He is testing there, yes, Judge.
How often?
How often are you
know?
testing, Mr. Welker?
Roughly 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay. All right, very good, thank you. Then counsel, Mr. Welker, I wish you the best. I hope that you work your program all the way to the end. I am going to assess fines and costs only. I will not task you with more things to do during these 90 days. And so your cost will be $225. The fine is $75. And I'll give you until June 13th, 2023 to get that paid. I'm scheduling this matter on June 13th, 2023 at 10:00 a.m. As long as you get everything paid and you don't have any additional tickets, you don't even have to show up. I'll call it and dismiss it. If you don't get it paid or you've had some more contact with law enforcement, you do need to show up on June 13th at 10:00 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
All right, counsel, any questions for me?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Ms. Walker, place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Judge Shannon Walker, P 53794, appearing on behalf of the people of the city of Detroit.
All right, thank you so much. If nothing else, you all are free to leave.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Okay, you do the same. I have for Romel Askew, case number SP 139-53851. Counsel?
Judge Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people have extended an offer which is amended from the original written offer of blockading traffic.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Plussis, P 82896. As this is a civil infraction, with permission of the court, I would waive my client's appearance. I do have the authority to accept that plea on his behalf.
All right, thank you, counsel. Then I am entering the plea of responsible. I am amending the charge to blockading traffic. The fine will be set at $175. How quickly can your client get that paid?
He will have that paid within 2 weeks if he's able. By the
All
court,
right.
like, he's able to pay that.
Okay, I was about to say, now let's not set him up for failure. All right, then we're good. 2 weeks, I'm going to schedule this for a review, March 31st, 2023. That will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as your client hasn't paid, you don't need to come back. The matter will be closed out. If he doesn't get it paid, then the original charge will be reinstated and a default judgment will be entered, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day, everyone.
You too, thank you. All right. I have also had an 8:35 matter for Thamer Al Talagani with Mr. Elisal. I thought I saw him earlier.
He did sign in, Judge.
Judge, is that the state matter?
Yes. Yes, selling alcohol to a minor.
So I believe that's all the court has in traffic this morning for the city. Is that correct?
I believe that's it.
All right, Judge, thank you. I'm gonna jump and run because we are as usual short-staffed, so.
Oh, okay. Well, be safe. And
thank you, Judge. Good seeing you,
I would say
everybody
call
today.
on us if you need us, but we can't really help you.
No, Judge, as much as I would love for the court to take her robe off and take some plea slips, I know you can't do that, so. It is what it is.
I'm sorry. All right, take care, be safe.
Bye.
Good to have you back. All right, Mr. Yancey, I'm looking for Michael Rhodes. Where's Mr. Rhodes?
I had to contact him. I don't know if you can hear me. I had to contact him. I know that was Mr. Griffin's person, and I know he was in compliance. I don't know if he thought he had a face-to-face. If you give me 5 minutes, I'll try to get him on.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, because it's not like him to not show up, but my file shows that he hasn't returned to court date.
Okay, I'll be right on that.
Okay. All right, wonderful. And then when Mr. Elisal joins us, I'll be ready to call his case. Maybe if somebody could chat him and let him know I'm ready. But did the officer sign in on that matter?
Yes, yes.
That's the officer that came to the door.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Elisal, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And the officer did check in on this matter. Did the parties reach an agreement?
I have not spoken to anyone. If I could, that would be great, please.
I believe this is a state matter. Can you reach out to Ms. Cole?
Okay. Yeah, I have her number.
Okay.
I'll call her.
Okay, to see if you can get her. Let her know I'm ready to call that 8:30 matter. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
All right, wonderful. And then I think Mr. Floyd was supposed to get on.
Yes, he's supposed to dress out.
Mr. Floyd is in detention. He is here.
Did you all let specialty court know?
Yes,
Miss,
we did.
is it Miss Taylor?
Yes.
All right, and so can you just let her know? I forgot what they were doing with him today. No.
Yes, ma'am. She knows that she's here, that he's here. I'm waiting for her call to know when to bring him up.
All right, we'll find out. And then we have Mr. Aiken has his probation review today. And then on did you look, have you looked at?
I didn't look at that.
Oh, that's okay. Well, my phone won't pick up. Hello? Good morning, how are you? That's good. Can you unmute me for? All right. All right. Good morning, Miss Taylor. Oh, I can't hear you. We still can't hear you. Good morning. Unmute Miss Taylor. Oh, she's gonna go out and come back. Did you look at the 10:30?
I did, Judge, and I got a correction, but we can do it.
They're both paid?
The first one is paid, the second one should have been put on a different date, it should have been put on today's date. They have until the 31st to pay.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they got account one and account two. Count one is on the right date, this one wasn't.
Okay. Let me see if Miss Taylor has her sound together. Miss Taylor? No. But it looks like you cussing over there, so, I'm messing with you. Just come down when you can. All right. Let's go to, I have from Lucide Aljani, U6354432. He was scheduled to pay and he did pay, and so his matter is just being closed today.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to close it. And then for Ahmad Ash Shahid, SP 1397572. This matter should have been scheduled for
March 31st at 10:30 with his count one.
March 31st.
Yes.
Okay, at 10:30, and that should be for count one, and that count one should be an adjourn to pay,
Correct.
and count two would be the review.
Correct.
Okay. All right, very good. So we'll move that because he still has a little more time to pay, just until the 31st.
I do have one thing, Judge, sorry.
Yes.
The first, adjourn to pay, that was under a delayed sentence. And this is the end of.
For Aljami?
Yes.
Okay, so then I am dismissing without prejudice, case number U6354432. Thank you. That will be dismissed without prejudice. All right. What in the world?
Excuse me, Miss Mack, I'm sorry to interrupt court. Is it possible I can go into a breakout room with the officer on Al Taglagani? This is Paula Cole.
Miss Mac, Yes, Miss Wilson is gonna put you in a breakout room.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's do it, Mr. Rhodes. Good morning to you. I have the following for you, case number SP 111-50292 and case number 200-619-3401. Mr. Rhodes, I had to go looking for you. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Mr. Rhodes, I can hear you now. Good morning, sir.
You put yourself back on mute. You put yourself back on mute. Come on. Leave it
Okay,
just
you
like
got
that.
it now?
Don't touch anything. There you go. Good morning.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning, Mr. Rhodes?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. I'm doing well. Just overslept. I knew I had court, got off work late last night, and you just all on me. I apologize.
You're breaking up really bad. It sounds like you said you overslept, and don't start pushing buttons because then you're gonna mute yourself. You might just need to move to another area.
I ain't touching nothing.
Okay. All right. That's a little bit better. Not much.
Okay.
All right. That's better. You taking good care of yourself, Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. I heard you back up and working. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Very good. Are you having any issues that you need me to know about?
No, ma'am. Everything's fine.
All right, you are in phase 5. You're just doing maintenance. And so I hope that you are holding on to all the wonderful things that you've learned so that you can continue to grow. Does that
Yes, ma'am.
sound good to you?
That sounds excellent.
All right, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Your Honor, I learned that during my time that I've been clean in my journey through this recovery program and all the people that I have halfway that I have trouble, that if I allow him to fester and dwell of all my thoughts and then take action into going backwards,
We're
I'm
having
not
a
only
hard time hearing you. You're in and out. I don't know what's going
can
on
you hear
this
me now?
morning, Mr. Rowe. I can now, but I don't
I'm
know if
not
it's
sure.
good. Say something else.
Yeah, it's going in and out. And they never did this before. Can you hear me now?
It's still real choppy.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's almost like a game show.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor? Still choppy.
Yeah, really choppy. Mr. Rhodes, why don't you go out and then dial back in?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that might help. All right.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Cole, are the parties ready on Al Talagani?
I was trying to, I was told the officer is actually in the courtroom.
He's in the building, yes.
Officer Latch, as I haven't had a chance to speak with him.
Where is he, Miss May?
In courtroom 435.
Okay, Miss Mack is gonna call courtroom 435.
I could
And let's see.
zoom in there and see.
Okay,
Because I don't know if I need to come over there, because I'm assuming there's a decoy as well. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, judges.
that's okay.
It's Monday morning.
I just know this was scheduled for 8:30, so we want to
Yes.
get pushing.
I understand. I appreciate you.
No problem. Let's see what's going on. If
They don't have him up there. I have a number to call him.
okay, he's not in 435.
He's not physically in the room.
Okay, you have a number to call. She has a number to call him on. Did you want to give that?
Yeah, I have his email. I should.
All right, let's go back to Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes, are you in a better place?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I
I
think
hope
you're in a
I
much
am, Your
better
Honor.
place. I think it's a little bit better, not much, but it's a little bit better. All right. And
Okay,
so
yeah.
I know you were saying something to us, but it got really, really choppy. What are they saying?
He's on his way down, actually.
Okay,
Yes.
1
Yeah,
second, Mr.
I
Rhodes.
was
Miss
saying,
Cole, Attorney
I
Cole, if you
was,
can hear me,
Yes, I
the
can. Yeah.
officer, the officer is on his way to my courtroom. Miss Mack, why don't you put his cell number in the chat to Attorney Cole so they can talk, so we can get
Thank you
this
so much,
moving.
Judge.
All right, very good, very good. Give me 1 second, Mr. Rhodes. Mute me for 1 quick second, please.
yes, ma'am.
All right, let's do it. All right, Mr. Rose, let's try it again. You were saying something.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what were you
Yes,
saying?
I was saying that all the time that I have put and spent and all the things that I have learned during this time of my recovery, it don't seem possible. It doesn't seem right to start or to encounter negative behavior or negative things in my life. I do my best to stay positive, but this disease of addiction that I deal with, it works 24/7. I've learned that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I did. And so you're saying you want to make sure that you stay around positive things, positive people, positive experiences, because you feel good about where you are in
All of
recovery with
that.
all the things that you've learned, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, very good. And I hope that the decisions that you're making, Mr. Rhodes, because you're getting to the end of this, that you will continue to make the same decisions for a lifetime.
Positive decisions and healthy decisions.
Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Yancey, I know you're filling in for Mr. Griffin. Is Mr. Rhodes in compliance with his programming?
He is in compliance, Your Honor, and I was able to talk to him for a couple minutes before he came on. So it appears that he's doing well. He's doing everything he has to do with us, and he's in a pretty high phase. So a lot is expected of him, and he's so far meeting the expectation.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, anything as to Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I'll keep it short. Keep up the good work, Mr. Rhodes. You're doing a great job. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself, Mr. Rhodes. Thank you.
And if I could
Thank
add,
you.
Judge, Mr. Rhodes, you are doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. You always come in with a great attitude and a smile on your face. It's always good to see you. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Thank
All right. All right, Mr. Rhodes, it is good to see you. Good that you're feeling well. You're taking good care of yourself. You're working your program. Let's find out what's next for you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, we're gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Rhodes on April 10th at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Rhodes?
you. After Easter.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
very good. All right, Mr. Rhodes, take good care of yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good to see you. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
For the, oh, go ahead. Let us know when you're ready, Mr. Foy. Okay. Officer Lott, she's ready on Mr. Foy.
Team Jefferson said they can be here by 12.
Oh, well, let's get him done. It's 10:30. Does someone need to go in that breakout room with Mr. Foy?
Unless he needs to speak with an attorney.
Yes, let's get him set up in that breakout room if you could for me. And then Miss Wilson, when you see the breakout room come on, the conference room come on, place the conference room, and who will go in the breakout room with Mr. Foy?
I'll go in with him, Judge.
All right, he's in admission into our Wednesday specialty court. I think he's been through this process one time before, but just go through it, the proposed order with him. We've already done his plea. He was a community referral, and then we'll be ready to do his admission. Team Jefferson is picking him up. They need to pick him up by 12 o'clock today for him to go to their facility, okay?
Yes, Judge, I will go over the court's order with him in a breakout room. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. I'm ready on Mr. Aiken. We're on task this morning, let's do it. And officer, good morning to you. I hope that you've had an opportunity to talk to APA Paula Cole.
Good morning, Your Honor. She's actually across the street from Murphy. She's gonna try to take a break, sometimes we can't figure out, plea deal or not figure out.
All right, but you're with us until she figures it out, because it was scheduled for 8:30.
Yep.
All right.
So she's across the street.
All right, very good. Let's do it for Mr. Aiken. Thank you, Officer Lott. I have case number Z8080911 on behalf of probation.
Good morning, Your Honor. Myra McCall, on behalf of probation.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. McCall. And then Mr. Aiken, place your name on the record, please.
Yes, Jimmy, Aiken.
All right, good morning, Mr. Aiken.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Oh, wonderful.
You are wonderful. It's so good to see you. You've been doing well?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right. No complaints?
No complaint, ma'am.
You are working this regular probation and I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
You told me you would do it and you are doing it, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes. All right, Ms. McCall, give your update on Mr. Aiken.
Your Honor, Mr. Aiken was placed on probation on May 21st, 2021 for 1 year. He was ordered to pay $1,030 in assessed fines and costs. Attend and complete the Victims Impact Panel, attend AA meetings once per week. Shall not use or possess any illegal substance, attend outpatient treatment until discharged or writing. Submit to drug urinalysis, shall not consume any alcohol beverages. View the consequence video. And Mr. Aiken last appeared, Your Honor, in person on February 13th, 2023. And at that time, he was instructed to continue with all terms and conditions of probation. Make sure that he begins studying for his Michigan driver's test to ensure that he obtained a Michigan driver's license. And once he complete the test and have his license, we're going to entertain the discharge from probation, and he was instructed to return on March 13th, 2023. And at this time, he's currently enrolled in his mental health therapy and case management and psychiatric groups with Detroit Central City Integrated Health. He has provided verification of his 12-step alcohol and NA meetings. He's continued testing as directed. He last tested today and no screens was negative, and prior to that, his screens has been negative, Your Honor. So we're just awaiting for Mr. Aiken to take the test with Secretary of State so he can obtain a valid driver's license.
All right, has he paid his traffic balance?
Yes, Your Honor.
So he's paid in full.
Yes.
Look at you, Mr.
He was
Aiken.
given community service to move those fines.
Yes, all right, very good. Very good. Oh, mistake. All right, and so Miss McCall, he's in good shape. That's the only thing he has left to do. And so I know that he was supposed to be with us a year, but Miss, what are you doing about that license? What you doing?
I took it back 2 months ago, and I did about 15, so, everything came up, so I had $100 at the moment. I'm gonna take my time, really say that book, and I really get out the whole thing in progress.
All right, because I don't want to just hold him for his license. I think that he wants, I know when he had some other things that he needed to do on probation, that was different. But because he wants to get his license, I really leave that up to them. You can't drive until you have a license, you know that, right?
I don't know how to.
All right, because I don't want you out there getting tickets. So Ms. McCall, I don't see a reason to hold him. He has done exceptionally well. Mr. Akins, you look better, you sound better, you feel better. Is that right?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And so I don't think that's a reason to hold him on probation. What I will say to you, Mr. Akins, the things that have worked for you, continue to do them. You don't need a court order to tell you what to do when you have found something that's working for you. Because you don't even look like the same Mr. Aiken that walked through these doors back in May.
Yes, ma'am. You know what, I feel like doing the same thing, too. I don't change the whole lot, and I'm proud of it.
Yes, sir, and I'm proud of you too. Miss, would you entertain making a recommendation for him to be released from probation?
No problem, Your Honor. Probation Department will recommend that Mr. Aiken be discharged from probation.
All right, Mr. Fikens?
No objection, Judge. We think he's done a great job. I've seen him kind of from a distance, and he really has turned this thing around, and we're proud of him.
Yes. All right, you ready to be discharged?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna discharge you, but listen, when you get that license, if you decide to get it, make sure you let Miss McCall know so she can let me know.
No way, I definitely do that.
All right, congratulations to you, Mr. Akins. Very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Go and be great. Yeah, come on, y'all. All right, awesome. All right, you are free to leave. You're very welcome. All right, you're very welcome. Thank you, Ms. McCall. Great job. All right, are we ready on Al Talagani? Where is Mr. Al Talagani?
Your Honor, this was a civil infraction, so I'm requesting to waive his appearance.
Okay, have the parties reached an agreement? The officer is sitting here in the courtroom.
Your Honor, I had a chance to speak with attorney, I always pronounce his last name, Elaso. Am I pronouncing it right?
LSL, that's fine.
LSL, and with the officer Ronald Lach, and we'd like just a short adjournment. We're trying to work out to get this resolved. And we're looking over different pleas, but we need about, what would you say, about 2 weeks to, we'll have it worked out, but we're trying to see if we can do something that's not as severe as the selling to a minor.
Whatever Your Honor would allow. Your Honor, we don't have to have the trooper or officer return either for efficiency. I'm sure we can speak to him by phone. I'm just trying to avoid making this bigger than it is, Your Honor.
And you all need 2 weeks to do this?
I would think a week, really, don't you?
Whatever Your Honor has, we'll take.
Okay, let's do it. Today is the 13th.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I can bring it back on the 27th, but I need on March 27th, that is.
Yes, we'll have it resolved by then. We just need to figure out how to get a good plea offer on this.
All right, I'll bring it back. Case number SP 143-13891. for Thamar Al Talagani. I am going to adjourn councils. Let me have you place your appearance on the record, Ms. Cole.
May it please the court, Paula Cole on behalf of the people.
Good
Thank
morning, Your Honor.
you.
Sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. Lawrence LSL 71355 on behalf of Mr. El Telegani requesting to waive his presence.
All right, thank you, counsel. Your request is granted. I am adjourning this formal hearing to March 27, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. Anything else for my consideration?
Just so the record is clear that the officer was also present.
Yes, officer, please stand and very loudly place your name and badge number on the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Officer Back, Officer Baggy.
All right, very good. He has been here. All right. Thank
We
you so much.
appreciate you,
And
Judge.
there-
Thank you so much.
No problem. Let me make sure I'm clear. You all are saying the officer does not need to come back on the 27th. Is that correct?
No, we're confident we'll have this resolved by then.
All right, officer, you're in great shape. Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank
all
you,
are
Judge.
all
Thank you
set.
for your
Thank you.
patience.
Take care. No problem. All right, we have Mr. Boyd. All right, Mr. Buckets, we are waiting on Mr. Boyd.
Yes, Judge.
And then.
you're on.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Foy.
Good morning.
It's good to see you in the courtroom.
Good to see you too.
All right, Mr. Foy, you ready to work?
Yes.
Now, you weren't just telling me that because you were sitting at the jail at Wayne County, right?
No.
All right, you really ready to work on you?
Yes, I am.
All right, I believe you deserve that for yourself. And so if you want it, we want to help you, okay? Yes?
Yes.
All right, awesome. I have for Aaron Voigt, case number U582-89420. State your full name for me, Mr. Voigt.
Full name, Aaron Michael Floyd.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Taylor, place your appearance on the record and then you may proceed with presenting Mr. Voigt.
Yes, Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager. Today we have Mr. Aaron Floyd. He was a referral from Judge Shabri. He is before us for an alcohol-related violation. Mr. Floyd is 28 years of age. He's an African-American male. His highest education level completed is a high school diploma. He reports that he has no children and he is currently unemployed. He does want to participate in our specialty court program. He is at least 18 years of age or older. He does have some things that he can benefit from working on in our specialty court program. He does not have any prior felony convictions for any violent offenses, and he has not participated in any specialty court programs within the last 10 years.
All right, very good. Thank you. Mr. Reed, you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Floyd in the breakout room. What would you like me to know about your client?
Yes, Judge, thank you for the opportunity to talk to Mr. Foy. He was polite and courteous young man. We did go over the court's order. We talked about testing, counseling, community service. We talked about paying some fines and costs. We also talked about the fact he cannot leave the state of Michigan without the consent of the court. We talked about the fact that the court has the ability to amend, to change the court's order. He would be given notice of any changes in the court's order. He does not have any felonies, Judge. He indicated to me he does not have a driver's license. He does have an older sister, an older brother, and a mother in the state. We talked about his family. Judge, he is eligible to participate under Michigan law. And his cases, the cases that we discussed are dismissible cases. So when he completes specialty court, his cases may be dismissed. Judge, he was a polite young man, courteous. I asked if he had any questions. He said he didn't have any questions. I recommend his participation in specialty court. I believe there's a lot that we can do for this young man, and he's asking for our help. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. Okay, Mr. Foy, you heard what Ms. Taylor and Attorney Reed had to say about you. Is there anything additional you'd like me to know?
No, there is none.
All right, I have your commitment to work the program.
Yes.
You understand that you're going to Team Jefferson and you're going to be there until I say something different, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have your commitment when you get to Team Jefferson to follow the rules and to work your program?
Yes.
All right. Now, you know, if you walk away, you're going to create problems, right?
I'm not gonna walk.
All right. Come on, you're here now. You might as well get the assistance that will benefit you, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Very good. What do you want to do in life, Mr. Foy? You're 28 years old, young. What do you want to do?
I like playing sports.
You like playing sports? What kind of sports?
Basketball.
Okay, very good. Well, make sure you let them know that when you go over to Team Jefferson. So you like staying active?
Yeah.
All right, very good. What else do you like to do?
I like to jog.
You like what?
Jogging.
Jogging? Oh, wonderful. Okay, so staying fit. I like that. Okay, very good. Very good. And so let me ask you this, in your family, who's going to be cheering you on and supporting you to tell you you can do this?
Probably my mom.
Your mom, yeah. That's good. That's very good. And so make sure you let her know I said thank you, because we need all the cheerleaders we can get to help you while you're in this process with us, okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions for the court this morning? No questions? All right, if no questions, Team Jefferson is where you're going. They are going to be here to pick you up within an hour or so, few minutes, and you will go there and remain there until the court says something different, okay? I'm still gonna see you. I'm not just pushing you off on somebody else. I'm gonna see you.
I'm ready for it.
All right, very good. Miss Taylor, would you have an issue with him coming back on the 22nd? So I can see how he's doing? Wait a minute, today's the 13th. Yes, that's next week. I'd like to see what's going, I mean, you'll keep me updated. I'll know what's going on with you before the 22nd, but I'd like to see you on Zoom on March 22nd. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right, March 22nd, and we'll get the time to you because I think they've adjusted the time for that day. It's observation, right? All right, so I think they've adjusted the time. We'll contact the people at Team Jefferson and let them know what time they need to come on. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. If no questions, I'm gonna have you, welcome you first to our specialty court. You're gonna be surrounded by a wonderful group of professionals. All of us, we're here to make sure that you succeed. When you have questions, ask them. No questions are too hard or too simple. If we don't know the answer, we're gonna find the answer, okay? We'll work at it. But by all means, ask your questions. We are here to help you succeed. And since I have your commitment, I have no doubt that you'll be able to do that, okay? All right, very good. So I will see you on the 22nd. And we'll get that time to Team Jefferson, okay?
All right.
All right, good to meet you. Have a seat for me. And then you'll get transported.
All right.
All right. Okay, very good. I think that is it for the morning portion, I believe, but you all know this is specialty court. Oh, I see Mr. Yancey, you have something for me?
I don't have any technical court matters, no.
Okay.
Not the court related.
All right, then, okay, very good. Then what we will do is we will recess. You all know that we have staffing today. My goal is to staff for Tuesday, to staff for Thursday as well, because on Thursday, we're gonna have our post MATCP meeting and the DTC staff or team members will be presenting what they've learned and what they are suggesting for the betterment of our program. So that's what I'd like to do, and I hope I can. How about that?
Yes, Judge. What time?
Right,
what time do you plan on staffing today, Judge?
Staffing should be at 1:30. I don't know if they had providers that were coming today. Do I have? Yeah, I do stuff to this. All right. I don't know. Mr. Yancey, you can probably look because I think most of these may be yours and Mr. Griffin. And Mr. Griffin is out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe we can come on. Can we pop on at 11:30 and see where we are?
Yes,
With
Judge.
staffing?
Sure,
Mr.
Judge.
Yancey? I'm asking Mr. Yancey. I'm not looking at you.
Oh.
Yeah, we can make it at 11:30.
Can we pop on and see where we are for 11:30?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Yancey, come on and approach. Let's shoot for 11:30, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Is
Yes,
Mr.
Judge.
Morgan here?
No, you're not.
All right, so I'll send it out. Uh, And Ryan is not here. Okay, 11:30. I'm sending a message, so asking him, are you available to staff? All right. We'll let you all know if it's something different. I just sent out a message, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Everybody, we know we're on standby. All right, Yancy, you need to see me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the part I got your group.
You didn't shut it down, but. Oh, you know what? I'm out of the thing. Selena would have to shut it down. I should.